it's gonna blow.
I think we are officially live with Tac City Tech Department Live. My name is Zach. I'm going to be teching today. Today we're going to be doing a Perun installation into this AK version 3. Let me adjust this camera real quick for you folks. Whoops, messing up already. Uh-oh. It's twisting. There we go. So I am installing this AK for a customer, and basically there's not enough YouTube tutorials out there to explain it. But today I'm going to be doing all this pretty installation. I'm going to be doing some soldering, which we don't do on our stream that much, and we're basically going to get this all set up so then this customer is ready to go with the Perun. So with version 3 Peruns, they are a little bit different from the version 2s. If I had a version 2, I'll show you right now. The version 2s come already pre-soldered and all that. With the version 3s, you have to solder it. You have to get it all prepped and ready, which I don't get why, but it's what they want. It's what they get. I totally forgot one more piece for the soldering, so let me go grab that real quick, and I got you guys.
Wait, it's chronoing at 380?
It's chronoing at 380.
You saw the chrono screen, right? There's no way.
Chrono do got at 380 before downstairs.
All right. So we're going to get started. Before we move forward, we're going to move this out of the way because there's some stuff we need to do. We need to do the positive motor connector right here. I already have it prepped. I am going to put some flux on it real quick, some flux. Gonna get that all ready for you. And what I like to do is test fit my connection real quick before I do anything else. Get my soldering iron all ready up here. Go, guys. Well, you can still talk to me right now as I wait for the soldering iron to heat up. What's up?
So the semi was fine now. It was going straight. Now it's not like flopping. I don't know. I didn't touch it at all. But the full auto, it'll be. You can see it's inconsistent. What's your username?
This RPK. Okay, so we have Kong here. His RPK. We've had it in our tech department for a little bit, and it is now officially acting super weird. Honestly, bro, it's something that we might have to dive into the gearbox with, because now it's inconsistent. Now it's shooting too hot. Like something's going on. It can't be compression. That's not a compression issue.
I'm thinking it might be the hop.
Might be the hop.
That's what I'm thinking.
So especially with LCTs, I know they're very picky on hops. So what you can do is you can do a Pro Win hop in there, because I know they fit perfectly in there.
Do you happen to have any? Or?
Not here, not yet. We just ordered some. I'm sorry, Kong. I love you. You know that.
I know. I'm just upset that all my guns going down at the same time.
So now we're going to be adding some soldering. We're going to heat up our wire here. I like to put a little bit on there while I do this. Get some soldering, and it soaks it up basically when it starts getting hot enough that you can put it on the wire. You don't want to put too much because this is going to go in the motor plug. Boom, like that. Motor plug is basically good to go.
Alright, Zach, I'll see when you're done, dude.
All right, I appreciate you being patient. You want to say hi to the stream? Maybe the stream might know you.
Follow Larper Kong on Instagram.
We're not going that far, Colin. Thank you so much for being part of the stream for a little bit.
Thank you for your service and also West.
Yeah, that's me. So we're gonna tighten it down a little bit, take some solder off. I like to do this, and then I take my little cleaner. We're just gonna take some solder off. Take some solder off. Get it out. So while it's still hot, basically we're gonna set it right in there. It gets a little hot. Boom, our motor plug is now officially in, and we don't have the right crimping tools for motor plugs, so just gonna clamp this down. I like to go at an angle, start with one side with motor plugs, then work my way on the other side. Clamp it down, clamp it down, clamp it down. Same with this, clamp it down. Doesn't have to be perfect. As long as it's making connection with the metal, that's all it matters with this.
Kinda. Hey, so I have this battery. But then when I put it in it, like it worked for a couple times, and then it started beeping a lot. Like after it beep is coming out of it.
Is your battery charged?
Yeah, it should be, but also I had a question. Like, how do you know exactly when it's charged? I just wait until it starts beeping, and it says full on it. There's no instruction on the camera, but
So I'm gonna solder a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm streaming. So
is not balanced.
what is?
3.71, 3.7, and 2.65. You need to charge this thing again.
Oh, okay.
So one of these cells is way too low. That's why.
Hey, what are they from 7-Eleven?
It's called the 3 cells.
I would like some chips.
Some chips?
Oh.
What kind?
Doritos.
This is
Yes.
the 11 point.
Thank you, I love you.
The one that just says good.
I'm getting food, guys.
Lipos, it's important that they stay balanced. Those are okay. The third one is definitely not.
So now we got it basically in there.
Yeah, you need to wait for them all to come
It's
up.
not the best, but you know what? It's going to be inside the gun. We're not going to be seeing it as long as it's
See
working.
how it's flashing the numbers on the screen?
Thank you, Kong.
3.
So then we're going to clip a little bit.
That's way far away. And then just watch it all the way through. You can see the first 2 numbers. You can see
So now we're set. Hey, inside my toolbox right here, you're going to see a lighter. Can you grab it for me real quick, Eric? I forgot to grab that one out. That was my bad, guys. I usually grab my tools ready to go. It's like a yellow. It's yellow. Thank you. So we go. We're gonna.
Is that a customer's AK?
Yeah.
So there we go. There we go. All right. So we have our motor connector now done. So there we go, guys. Our motor connector is officially done. So now we're going to work on our negative wire, which needs to be connected, which I already have it ready here to be pre-soldered. Well, not our motor connector, it's more of our connection port to the Deans. So pretty fairly simple, same process. I'm going to dip it into flux a little bit. Now, guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave it in chat. I'll see it. If you catch this on another time where we're not streaming, go ahead and give us a call or email us at taccitytech at taccityAirsoft.com. All right. So here we go. Here we go. Not too much, not too little. Just the right amount. All right, so now that we have that full of solder, we're going to do our Dean's plug next. This thing, I love these, but they don't sit straight sometimes. I need to dip it in a little bit of flux. There we go. Sorry if I'm not talking a lot and explaining what I'm doing. When I solder, I like to focus, but basically I put flux on everything I do because it just helps the solder stick. I just put it here and I just start burning it on. No, well, not burning it on, but like putting it on. Wait for it to basically take that drop I have right there. Just drop it on. Just drop it on. Come on, little guy. Sometimes it doesn't work. Oop, like that.
He's available. I'm just gonna.
It's okay. Just deciding to throw a fit. Let a mag in it. And it won't, I don't know if it's something with the valve knocker, but it won't, it'll fire and the hammer will work, but it won't actually set off the mag.
There we go. Boom. That little piece right there is what we needed. And then
Just installed a new sear.
now that we have the connection ready to go, we're just gonna. Oh, I slipped a little bit. Uh-oh. And there we go. Now we have our connection on. That's what we need right there.
Just installed.
Not too much, not too little.
That's
And then we're gonna start putting on our cover. And when it's too big like that, or doesn't want to cooperate like that, which now we're in a pickle. That means I have to resolder this because now my heat shrink is not going on. So basically you heat it up to undo solder connections, wait for it to melt.
It's like free floating right now. The spring.
Okay, maybe the spring.
You can't even see me being able to push it.
Okay.
You want the V1 or the V2 belongs in
Oh, there. Okay, now it doesn't want to cooperate. This is a horrible, horrible time right now. My bad, guys.
I forget that guy was there.
And just clean it up a little bit. Now we're gonna try this again.
Yeah, for the most part. This is a custom item.
I'm gonna need my X-Acto knife here in a bit.
Yeah, this is a custom item.
There we go. Let me put on new heat shrink. Good thing that Perun always gives extra heat shrink, which is actually pretty nice. It actually helps. I'm gonna put that far down the line. Now we're gonna try this again. Whoops. Uh-oh. Don't want that slipping.
At these two, you're looking at $82 after tax. And card or cash?
We go.
What
Touch of
laptops
solder
is
in
yours?
there. Touch of solder. There we go. Let it touch
Yeah,
it.
spraying on those, it can be tricky when you line it up.
There we go.
It'll feel
Boom.
like it's in, and then
Connector is officially on.
close the top of the frame and it comes off.
Shouldn't be any more issues. Yep, we're good. So here we go. Now it's time for us to put the heat shrink on. There we go. What's up, Garrett? Garrett's stealing my shims? Hey, Kevin, can you go on the stream and see the comments if we have any comments? Because I'm not seeing any on this.
Oh, I forgot to set up the OBS chat box thing, my bad.
No, you're good. We just need to log into Streamlabs. There we go. That's our Dean's connector. Now, nice, beautiful, nice and small.
It's probably coming live tomorrow.
So this is a part that is kind of hard to see, kind of difficult. This is the small wire. This basically would power the MOSFET. This one needs to go into the power plug. So what I like to do is measure the main power plug, and I like to go halfway here. Halfway, bend it where I want it to go, and don't cut the wire all the way, but like cut the heat shrink around it. I like to do a little V. There you guys go. See where it's not too much, not too little, just enough. So then I can basically solder a little piece in. Like that. And then I crimp it like this. Basically I do like a little, like here on the stream, like I do a little crimp right there. And it also gives me a chance to like open it up more or clean it up more before I start putting on heat shrink. There we go. So we got a little bit right there. I'm going to start cutting the heat shrink ready for this. I'll put that right there. Put that. Actually, I'm going to use one, and I'm going to do it at an angle so then I can just tuck. So let's see. We want it this way. Okay. All right, let me put a little bit of solder on there. There we go. So I have a little bit of solder on there now. Now it's time to work on our little wire. Anything in our chat, Kevin?
Negative.
It's fine.
You can alt-tab that and pop up the browser if you, I don't know, let me see.
There we go. Just a little bit.
Just some people saying, we're complimenting Tac. Joey M says, I stopped by this place the other day, and it was awesome, thank you.
Hey, thanks, Joey M. You're awesome, dude, for even coming in here and getting our service. You're the cool guy in the chat. Everyone, Joey M. Follow Joey M.
What's our viewer count?
What?
What's our viewer?
I don't know. What's our viewer count, Kev?
300? That's pretty good.
Hey, yo, that's a record.
Just by a little bit. Okay, this thing's a nightmare. I'm gonna take my pen.
Thanks for shaking the table when I was soldering, Garrett. There we go. So I want to make it flat. Just basically round it out. Boom. There we go. Now look at this wire. Boom. It is on there. It's not the prettiest, but you know what? It works. So now I just like flatten it, get it all ready, and then I realize that I didn't put this down all the way. So now the wire's not going to go on all the way. So I'm going to have to redo this plug again. It's okay. You know what? As long as mistakes are always common in tech. As long as I can solve my mistakes is what matters. Which is not a bad mistake. It's a little bit of solder. That's about it. So just do that real quick. Just untouch the wire real quick.
Hey, this is your black stuff, right?
Yeah. Why, you want some?
No, I was just making sure I was the right spot.
So we're going to do that again now. It's not that bad. I apologize. Usually it's a lot smoother when it comes to this, but installing these Peruns are a little bit difficult. We're coming up on 20 minutes, so we've got 20 minutes left. So there we go, guys. Might have to add one more dab of solder, just for safe measure. Just a little bit, not too much. We don't want this thing going crazy. There we go. Oh, almost there. Go a little bit closer here. I'm gonna have to add more solder here. It looks like I burnt off the rest. Thank you, Kong. Thank you, Big Kong. I got my spicy nacho Doritos.
I'll just save myself.
Yep, $150. That's our catchphrase up here. A lot of tech places will charge $150 for tech work. Not us. So anytime someone gets work,
At least not unless you decide to do a DSG, folks.
yeah, unless you do a
DSGs
DSG.
take time.
DSG takes skills from me or Kevin or Garrett.
9 level gears later.
Exactly. There we go. Boom. We have our connection. It's good to go. It's nice. It's beautiful. Beautiful like the audience today. Boom. We're good to go. So now we're going to... I left it like this so we don't have any issues with pulling or any of that. So now I just take this piece, wrap it all weird and stuff, and basically gonna seal this together forever. Time to Garrett get here?
4:30.
All right, can you say that back in the radio for Brandon?
Garrett's on break, but he got here at 4:30.
There we go, guys. We did a 3-prong connection for Perun's. Now this gun is ready to test to see, which in my final minutes I am going to test it. So I'm going to do a dry test. If you guys don't know what a dry test is, it's basically I'm going to plug in the motor without it being in the gearbox. I'm going to see if I get a positive connection at all with the gun to see if I messed up at all. It's the scariest part, but it's also a reassurance part to make sure that everything works, so if anything blows up, like, I can fix it instead of it blowing up altogether in the gun and being confused on where. Should I do a LiPo battery? Okay. So let's see, guys. Let's see if I get any motion. If this battery wants to work with me. Oh, we got a connection. So I'm gonna hold this motor down. Yeah, but just seeing the colors like that on the gearbox. Oh, let me show the audience. We're getting colors on the gearbox. That's very good. That means the sensor is reading all the connections. Everything is good. Nothing's popping, blowing up, and killing me right now. Thank God. So that means this gun is ready to be assembled now. So I'm going to get some stuff out of my face, which is going to be our main outlet. I'm going to unplug this. What is going on downstairs? Gonna put the motor to the side because we're gonna need that last before we test fire. Now I'm gonna focus on this part. So I already put this together. This is a 16-in-1 gear set, brand new by taccitytech, with the taccitytech piston head that we took from and then we left the stock SEMA compression kit in here. Same with the piston head right here. I put it together off camera. I didn't want this stream to milk on for a bit. But basically, the compression on this is good. We also have a stock spring right here. I feel like I'm probably gonna have to trim it just a bit, but I wanna get an FPS read first because most of the time, how this feels is it feels like it's gonna be 350, or maybe a little less. I don't know, the guy who wants this gun wants to play at Battle Labs 2, so I want to make this Battle Labs ready too. So this is not a quick change gearbox, which is the sad part. I love quick change gearbox. But this is just a standard stock gearbox shell by SEMA, because he has a SEMA AK-105, which I have on the side right here for me. But I'm going to start closing up this gearbox, pull the trigger back a little bit, making sure everything's aligned, making sure all my shims are not falling out. And with these gearboxes, I like to take a pick and just going through the top, aligning everything to go where it needs to go. Trigger should be the last thing you focus on in my book when it comes to this. Like the tappet plate, just hit it real quick under, lift it a little bit, make sure it gets aligned. Most of the time that works. I don't know why stuff is not working today. I guess we'll never know. So this is a moment where I have to take it back apart. Double check. Wait, what was his question? LCT and ENL are not friends. That's all I gotta say.
Do you want to put a tighten in a PKM, Zach?
RPK?
RPK to PKM.
We could.
Is it possible to chop one on the other one?
It's gonna be a lot of work, but we could.
I just need something in time for Sunday. Either that or bring up the MG42.
Bring the MG. Bring the MG.
There's no way we can get that done by Sunday. I'll be honest.
I just have to find the. I can have all the.
Oh no. Oop, this is what I don't like about these type of gearboxes. If this blows up on stream, I'm gonna end it. End the stream. End the stream. I'm not gonna end it personally. I'm. Oh.
The MG42 actually fires pretty nice too.
So here we go.
The PKM that fires slow. Hey Zach, what other days are you here?
Every day.
Gotcha. Because I might bring some by to work on.
Please, give me fun work. And if you guys have any guns that you need repaired or anything, go ahead and stop by and give it to me. I'd be happy to work on it. I love working on other guns. I love working on AKs the most. AKs are fun in my book compared to version 2s. Version 2s are just everywhere now. But I love working on AKs. I personally have built a couple AKs these past few weeks and absolutely enjoy it. So if you guys got like something cool for me to work on, I'll be happy to learn it. Especially if you got like cool gearbox or cool guns for me to learn, I would love to work on it. So this magnet right here on the trigger is getting in the way. That's probably why a lot of people are like, don't use Perun, use Titan, use Titan. But I wanted to use Perun because I wanted to learn. Here we go. Oh, 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 oh. Come on. Slam together. Clap, clap together. If you love teching on guns, clap your hands. There goes. Okay. So this gearbox is not working with me right now. This is something where I'm going to look at real quick. Try not to get it to explode. Look at Garrett. Ask what his advice would be for putting these gearboxes together. It's a version 3. It's not a quick change.
So
I'm just like trying to keep tappet plate in place, but it keeps popping.
it's just tricky.
Yeah.
No easy way to do it.
This is how old school airsoft techs used to do it too. Was exactly like this. They had to deal with this the most. And I have respect for that. That is not an easy job.
Yeah, what's up?
They're version 3.
Dragon notes?
Yeah.
Those should be version 3.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's not the bolt action, it's like electronic.
So okay, so I'm gonna take out the trigger real quick. I'm gonna take out the spring. Why would you want to though?
Let me find out for you.
All right, so let's try this again, guys. Trying to make sure everything is straight. I do not like these Perun magnets. I really don't. Because it keeps sticking to my sector gear, and it's picking up random shims now.
Hey, Mendez, actually disregard what I just said. Most SPGs are proprietary, and not, like, it's based off of version 3, but proprietary.
No.
Not as far as I know. Inline ones would, but honestly, like, the performance on those, you should
So there we go.
considering it, we might be able to if we get into it and look at the motor and maybe put a new motor in.
It'd be better to have SR25.
SR25 is base, Dragon Love not so base.
All right, so I'm going to do something different.
That's not a sniper rifle.
That's not a sniper rifle.
Stop causing problems, bro.
You heard about that?
Huh?
SR25 like a normal person.
No, I just guessed.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, you're happy Brandon's back?
I walked through the door and I thought it was a dream.
Let's go, bro.
The dream come true.
Oh God. No. What's going on?
Streaming.
Wait, no shot, really?
Yeah.
So we're streaming here, but that's just background.
Wait, where's the cam?
You'll
Can I
never
stick my
know.
face under it?
No, don't.
Why?
Cause
Because my boss watches.
Who, Mr. Pepito? Pepito? What? He's funny. You laughing at your boss's last name? Better not be audio on this cam.
there for sure is.
It's over.
It's live streaming.
It's over.
It's over.
It's over now.
Okay.
Hey, so my jack is
Gotta take
it's like
this.
shooting and then like out of nowhere it just doesn't work and then my friend shakes it and like moves the mag and then it works. What setting do I miss?
Crazy.
Could either be setting the wire could be loose somewhere.
Think so?
So I'm having issues with this trigger right here just because of the magnet.
Or what
The
I've
magnet is pulling the sector
You know,
gear
wire
out
harnesses
of the
with
way.
really small
Well,
wires.
out in the way when it shouldn't be.
If
It should be
one of those
lined
is, like,
up with this
starting
little
to
hole over here.
Yeah.
and I'm trying to keep it in that hole, but this magnet keeps coming undone, and you can see it right there. It's basically trying to touch the sector gear. It's like, don't touch it, just leave it. So I'm doing my best right now to keep it all still.
It's not like settings on the FCU. I don't think so.
If you're firing with air in it and it does that, and you're shaking, and then
I hate this magnet.
fires, yeah, that's it's gonna be a
I can see why people are like, don't use Perun for your AK. Just go with Titan. I could totally see why now.
looking at all the wires.
And if there's an issue inside the gearbox, I'm gonna hate opening it back up.
Look at the wire harness and look at the FCU.
Here we
Make
go.
sure your battery wires, everything is not fraying, shorted, exposed.
Word. Nice gang.
So here we go. I'm just gonna take out this trigger again and just double check it now.
And now, the Team Moab feature. Dude, it'd be so fun.
Hey yo, we got a special airsoft team in here. What was it again? It's a small team, right?
Dude, who are you?
Who are you?
Who is this guy?
Right now, so he's not available.
What's up?
Tell him Moab's gonna take over for the stream, and we're good. Tell him everything's covered.
Now go ahead, yell that out.
Huh? If I do that, I get banned. That's probably the most badass way to get banned. I stuck my face on a live stream.
Oh, look at my smiling face.
Dude, look at me.
What's going on with that EMG gearbox? I noticed you.
What if I flash the patch? Is that big no-no?
Yeah.
Like leave the stream alone. You should have played yesterday, bro.
I can't. I work.
All right, guys. Well, we're coming up on the end of the stream right now.
No, we're not.
I'm I'm gonna stop right here before I get frustrated. I am gonna figure this out on off stream on why this magnet is pulling the sector gear more. But it is an issue that I will address on the next stream. Thank you for tuning in. Kevin and Garrett say goodbye. Next week it's probably definitely gonna be me streaming again. Unless Kevin wants to stream. Kevin totally wants to stream next week.
Pop on.
Moab's gonna stream.
Might show y'all how it's done.
You can stream. Moab's gonna stream?
Yeah.
Who?
Moab.
Who?
Literally who?
All right, G-banger. That's crazy.
So I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for tuning into my my soldering job and trying to get this together. I am going to have a conversation about this. Have a nice day. If you have any questions, give us a call. Stop on in. Email us at taccitytech@taccityAirsoft.com. And if you need any help, just come on in. We got you. Have a wonderful day. There you go, Tac City Airsoft. Have a wonderful day.
It's already on the black
Bye.
screen. Love you guys.